Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lindsay. I am founder of the Anti-Hustle Club and I'm here today to talk to you about fun. Now we're talking about fun when it comes to anti-hustle because as grown-ups, when did we stop having fun? Like fun just for the sake of it, without having an agenda, without having to make it into a hobby or a side hustle, or finding a way that we can get better at it and improve and become the best that we can be. Like, where did that change and what happened? Like, I am all for learning new skills and finding new ways to improve, but sometimes you can get sucked into kind of feeling like the idea of success has to be linked to fun. So let me give you an example. I am on day 147 of my Duolingo streak. I've been learning French for the last 147 days. Now, it is fun. I enjoy it. I don't intend to go and start a business where I have to use the French language because I am not very good at it, but it is fun. However, and I know why they've done this, to encourage people to learn, but they've made it and gamified the whole thing so that sometimes I only practice and do it, not for fun, but just because I want to make sure I am somewhere high up on the leaderboard so I can progress to the next league. And it really annoys me when I get demoted to the league below. Now, I know why they've done it. It's a way to encourage people to learn new languages. The whole gamification process is an absolutely genius idea. And a lot of times we are involved in gamification without even realizing it's happening. Hands up who has got a LinkedIn profile? Yep, that is all done through gamification. Do you have an all-star LinkedIn profile? Then yes, you have succumbed to the idea of gamification to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is the best it can be. And that's all well and good, and it's amazing to think about wanting to be the best you can be. But sometimes we can forget about the fun and just doing something because we want to. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about fun and the importance of embracing it, even if you are a beginner and you're really shit. So it can feel really weird to focus on what your fun levels look like because you don't have time. You're busy at work, you've got family, you've got home life, you've got commitments, you've got things that need to be done, you've got bills to pay. It's boring being an adult. Someone's got to do it, but that's what happens, and fun gets put to the bottom of the list for a lot of people. It's not easy to quantify either, because how do you know necessarily if you're having fun? Are you doing this right? Should this be happening? Like, there's a lot of questions that you'll ask yourself when you are out of the habit of having fun on a regular basis. And I think one thing to remember as well is that fun looks different for absolutely everybody. In the same way that success should be and is different for everybody, so is fun, because we have our own beliefs, our own values, our own upbringing that is different to everybody else's. So what we regard as fun, definitely other people would not. So I think what I want you to do to start with is just to be able to check in with how much fun you've had in the last 6 months. So I want you to go through your phone, get your phone out and start looking through pictures, through messages, through your calendar to see what fun has looked like for you in the last 6 months. Has it been theatre trips? Has it been doodling? Has it been reading a book? Like, what does fun look like for you, and how can you identify what fun has looked like for you in the last 6 months? Have you found that you actually enjoy spending time with other people to have fun, or do you prefer to do things on your own? Like, really dig deep into the last 6 months to understand what fun looks like for you and how you've identified when it's happened. Now, if your fun list doesn't look like you wanted to or you think it should look, that's okay. There's an opportunity now to make that change and make something different happen. It can really highlight the fact that maybe you didn't have a lot of fun in the last 6 months and that's something you want to change, and that is absolutely okay. And then the next step that I want you to take is, now you've got a list of things that you had fun with over the last 6 months. I want you to write down a list of things that you could do that could be fun for you in the next 6 months. So this isn't a list of things that you're committing into doing. Far from it. It's just having a list of things that you could potentially try in the next few months to have a little bit of fun. So for example, I've been wanting to try netball again, and I was never really a netball gal when I was at school. I was always hockey. I've been wanting to try netball again for probably about a year, but just never got round to it. And this morning, somebody in my gym group said that they were setting up a little mini netball league for beginners. Does anybody want to come join? Yes, absolutely, because that sounds like something that is fun, that I can get involved with, that I want to do. It's not something that I've done before as an adult. It is going to be daunting and scary, but it's also going to be a lot of fun to do something different and just be bad at something again. It might be that you want to tap into doing something creative. So maybe you aren't a very creative person. If you deem yourself like, you're not grown up drawing, or you didn't go to art school or do GCSE art or anything like that, but just finding ways that you actually want to be a bit more creative and go to a painting class or go to a life drawing class or something that is just a bit fun and different and out of your comfort zone. I think it is really easy to get sucked into sticking within our comfort zone when it comes to trying new fun things, and especially as an adult, because oh my god, it's so hard to jump out of your comfort zone, go and speak to new people, make new friends, and then try something fun at the same time. It's a lot of pressure. So we get stuck in the same routines, doing the same things day in, day out, not really changing anything, but actually knowing that we want to do a little bit more and do something exciting and different. So this is your permission to write down absolutely anything that you could do in the next 6 months to incite a little bit of fun into your everyday. Now, this doesn't have to be a massive thing, like you don't have to go join a netball team. It could be joining a book club or just starting to read more fiction novels. But once you've got those things that you want to do, what I would suggest doing is not committing to doing everything, please, because otherwise you're just going to overwhelm yourself and there's going to be too much for you to do. What I'd really love you to do is just pick one of those things that you're going to start to commit to over the next few months. There's no pressure, there's no having to improve, that you could be like just enjoying the process. And I think that is what I want to encourage people to do, is just have a bit of fun with things and try out new things. But what I really want you to do is make sure you commit to something and get it in the diary. Because if you know like how busy you are, we spoke at the top of the video, how busy you are, you've got a lot on, you don't have time for fun. So it really is about trying to make the time and schedule the time. And arguably, if it's important to you, it will happen. And I think that is something to kind of contend with as well, that we might not think that we are worthy of spending time having fun. Like, it feels very frivolous to have time just out to spend having fun on our own or fun with other people and it not meaning anything or leading to anything. But having more fun in your life is really, really, really going to help you get that more balanced life that you are kind of striving for, stepping away from the hustle and really stepping into what is going to be your very best life. So if you are looking for some ideas of what you could do, you could host a dinner party, try a new recipe, read a new book, create a scrapbook, just start doodling and drawing, take some cool pictures on your phone, go out for the day, take some pictures. Like, there's loads of things you could do. So I think what I want to encourage you to do is just to have a little bit more fun and to enjoy doing things without an agenda, without having to succeed at it, but just to embrace a bit of unknown and a bit of curiosity that we had when we were kids, and just explored things and enjoyed it for what it was rather than what it needs to be. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in. I will see you next week. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye.